Cats are often seen as affectionate, independent creatures who form strong bonds with their human companions. However, there are moments when a cat might bite, and this behavior can be puzzling or even alarming to owners. A cat's bite might feel like a sudden jab of sharpness, leaving you with lingering questions about why it happened. Is it a sign of aggression, playfulness, or something deeper? The truth is, cats bite for many reasons, and understanding these motivations can help you respond in a way that strengthens your bond and prevents future incidents. One of the most common reasons a cat bites is to communicate its boundaries. Just like humans, cats have their own personal space preferences. When a cat feels that its personal space is being invaded, especially when they're not in the mood for attention, they may resort to biting as a way to communicate that they want to be left alone. This is often seen when a cat is being pet or touched in a way that feels uncomfortable or overstimulating. Cats can be sensitive to touch, particularly around certain areas like their belly, paws, or tail. If you're petting your cat and they suddenly bite you, it may be their way of saying, "I've had enough." This type of bite is typically not a sign of aggression but rather a response to discomfort or overstimulation. In some cases, biting can occur during play. Cats, especially kittens or younger cats, have a strong play drive, and their play behavior often mimics hunting instincts. When playing, a cat may bite as part of its hunt or fight sequence, just as it would with prey. This play biting is generally harmless but can sometimes be painful if your cat gets too carried away. Kittens, in particular, tend to bite more during play as they are learning the boundaries of appropriate behavior. Playful biting is usually accompanied by other signs of play, such as pouncing, chasing, and swatting. If your cat bites you during play, it's important to redirect the behavior toward appropriate toys to help them learn what is acceptable. Biting can also be a sign of fear or anxiety. Cats that feel threatened or scared may bite as a form of self-defense. If a cat is startled, cornered, or feels that it has no way to escape a perceived danger, it may bite to protect itself. This is more likely to happen if a cat feels trapped, either physically or emotionally. For example, a cat that is unfamiliar with a new environment, a new person, or another pet may bite in an attempt to ward off what it perceives as a threat. Fearful bites are often quick and sharp, intended to deliver a message to the perceived threat to back off. If your cat bites out of fear, it's important to give them space and allow them to calm down before trying to interact with them again. In addition to fear, some cats bite out of frustration or irritation. Cats are creatures of habit, and they tend to react negatively when their routine is disrupted or when they are unable to do something they want. If a cat is unable to access something it desires, whether it's food, attention, or a favorite resting spot, it may resort to biting as a way to express its displeasure. Frustration bites are often directed at the source of the cat's irritation, whether that's a person, another pet, or an object. These bites are usually not meant to harm but to express dissatisfaction with a situation. If you find that your cat bites you during moments of frustration, try to identify what might be causing the stress and work to alleviate it. Medical issues can also lead to biting behavior. If your cat is in pain or discomfort, it may bite as a way to communicate that something is wrong. Cats are notorious for hiding their pain, so they might not show obvious signs of illness until the pain becomes unbearable. Conditions such as dental problems, arthritis, or even internal injuries can cause a cat to bite in an attempt to protect themselves from further discomfort. If your cat suddenly starts biting or becomes more aggressive without a clear reason, it's a good idea to schedule a visit to the vet. A health checkup can help rule out any medical issues that could be contributing to the behavior. Cats can also bite as a result of poor socialization. Kittens that were not properly socialized during their early developmental stages may have trouble understanding appropriate boundaries and behaviors. If a kitten is not exposed to human handling or other cats in a positive way, it might develop issues with aggression or bite more frequently. In some cases, a lack of socialization can result in a cat that is more prone to fear or stress, which can lead to biting as a defense mechanism. This is especially true for cats that were separated from their mother too early or did not have positive interactions with people or other animals during the critical early stages of their life. Territorial behavior is another reason why some cats bite. Cats are naturally territorial creatures, and they often view their home and the people in it as part of their personal territory. If a new person, pet, or even a change in the environment enters the picture, your cat might bite in an attempt to establish dominance or to protect its space. This behavior is often seen in cats that are not accustomed to sharing their territory with others. For example, a cat might bite another pet in the household to assert its authority or show that it is in charge. In these situations, the bite is often accompanied by other signs of territorial behavior, such as marking, hissing, or a more aggressive stance. Biting can also be related to a cat's personality. Some cats are naturally more prone to biting than others, especially if they have a more dominant or assertive temperament. Cats with strong personalities may use biting as a way to assert themselves or to control a situation. These cats might be more independent and less inclined to tolerate behaviors they find annoying or uncomfortable. While this can sometimes lead to biting, it's not necessarily a sign of poor behavior. Instead, it's just part of their individual temperament. Biting can be a form of communication with you. Cats may bite as a way to get your attention or to convey a message. For example, a cat might bite your hand gently to get you to stop what you're doing and pet them, or they might nip at you to signal that they want food or to be let outside. Cats are adept at understanding how their behavior affects their human companions. And they will often bite to get a specific response. In these cases, the bite is not aggressive but is more of a tool for communication. Finally, it's important to remember that not all bites are created equal. While some bites are harmless and are simply part of normal feline behavior, others may be a sign of a deeper issue. It's crucial to observe the context of the bite, whether it occurs during play, petting, or in response to a stressful situation. Understanding your cat's body language and triggers can help you determine the cause of the bite and how to address it effectively. Cats bite for many reasons, ranging from affection and playfulness to fear, frustration, or even pain. By understanding the motivations behind your cat's biting behavior, you can create an environment that fosters positive interactions and helps prevent negative behavior. If your cat bites you unexpectedly or aggressively, it's important to assess the situation carefully and consider whether there might be an underlying issue that needs attention. By paying close attention to your cat's needs, boundaries, and signals, you can strengthen your relationship and ensure that biting remains an occasional behavior rather than a recurring problem.